What Queen Camilla's daughter had to say about her mom's new portrait. It's been 2 years since King Charles and Queen Camilla were crowned at Westminster Abbey. On the second anniversary of their coronation, Their Majesties unveiled their coronation state portraits at London's National Gallery. The portraits were commissioned by the King and Queen shortly after the coronation in May 2023. The King chose to be painted by Peter Kuffeld, who, according to Buckingham Palace, has worked with His Majesty for many years, having been commissioned by him to paint Princes William and Harry as young children. He has also accompanied him on many of his foreign tours as the official tour artist. The throne room of St. James Palace was used as the backdrop for His Majesty's portrait, which shows the King wearing the robe of state that he wore to enter the Abbey for the coronation service. The portrait also depicts Charles wearing his naval uniform with medals and decorations, and the imperial state crown placed on a table to the side of the King. For her own portrait, Camilla commissioned artist Paul Benny, who painted the Queen wearing her coronation dress that was designed by Bruce Oldfield. Her Majesty's portrait also features Queen Camilla's crown, which was formerly known as Queen Mary's crown, and her robe of estate that was worn as she and King Charles departed Westminster Abbey. All 6 of the Queen's sittings took place in Clarence House's garden room. It was an honor, privilege, and total pleasure to undertake the first official portrait of Her Majesty since the coronation, and it is with some regret that the sittings for this important commission have come to end, Paul said. After nearly a year of being installed in a temporary studio at Clarence House, I have deep and abiding memories of many hours of fascinating and sometime hilarious conversation with Her Majesty on countless varied subjects. I shall miss the quiet and relaxed atmosphere while I was working there, even when Their Majesties were engaged elsewhere. Paul added, my guiding principles in this commission were to both acknowledge the grand and historic nature of the coronation iconography with all the equipage of the monarchy, and at the same time reveal the humanity and empathy of such an extraordinary person taking on an extraordinary role. Camilla's daughter Laura Lopes, who is an art curator, was present for the unveiling on Tuesday, May 6. It's so incredible, Laura said via The Times. It's very flattering. Camilla then reportedly joked, don't say it's very flattering. I just love it. Meanwhile, Charles is said to have praised the wonderful composition of his painting. The King and Queen's coronation state portraits will be on display in the National Gallery's Central Room from May 6 until June 5. They will then be moved to the throne room at Buckingham Palace. Per the palace, the new portraits of King Charles and Queen Camilla will join an important and impressive tradition of historic state portraiture, dating back many centuries, with the earliest example of a state portrait in the royal collection depicting James VI and I in coronation robes, dating to around 1620.